So,
Yeah.
what's the motive then? Because obviously like I don't think there's much preparing we can do for an RPG. I'm gonna keep it real.
I don't know if one would get used. I'm just aware that the owner has access to them. You know what I mean? So it's probably worth raising that is a thing that could happen. Although I would say it's probably unlikely that they happen to have one line around on that specific day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a 50-50, bro. But it's something I don't think we should prepare for.
No, I mean you can't prepare for it. Let's be honest. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know, if there's an RPG, there's an RPG.
I think the likelihood of them RPGing in front of the police is it will change the police's priority from us to them very quickly.
Well, I mean, in that case, in many regards. Well, here's the thing. First of all, I don't think the old Bill are going to even know that we're up to something. You know what I mean? That building is not wired up to a central alarm system.
Yeah, I see where you're
So
I see where you're coming from.
Phones them, I think would be okay. But of course, we can't, ignore the fact that someone might phone them.
I ain't never seen anybody actually working there every time I go by.
It's been a long time since anyone's been working there, which again could work in our favor.
You gotta call them, have them come there.
Yeah, that's how it'd be.
Indeed. Anyway, so yeah, I'm of the opinion that I think we should do, while we've got a bit of time now, a dry run from where we've agreed the cars would be, just to see what sort of route you think would be a good one to get away. Because obviously, what I did want to do, lose them in. I mean, you know this better than me, but I'd imagine lose them in the city and then head somewhere else.
Yeah, do you honestly think if it's only the owners responding, do you honestly think it would go into a chase though?
Potentially it could, yeah.
I think it's one of those where we would want to plan for a shootout more than getaway driving, because as soon as I'm driving, my tires will be gone. If they're yeah, they're not going to be chasing us longer than 30 seconds before tires start getting taken and bullets start going everywhere.
That's why I want to try and get, as part of the crew, I want to try and get two more than capable shooters involved.
Okay.
Now I had two lined up, but they've unfortunately ducked out. We should probably. I tell you what, should we not discuss the rest of this while we're sat at a restaurant, just on the off?
Yeah.
You know.
Let's get out of here. The food was nice though.
All right, cheeky. Yeah, so park up where you reckon would be a good spot for us to park the cars.
Honestly, yeah, inconspicuous. Happy days.
Here as well. Yeah, it's a shame we can't jump that fucking fence there.
Yeah, it is a shame, but I think we'll be able to.
There's nowhere we can be shot from while we're running down there. It's too thin.
True. Yeah, no, completely true.
Yeah,
Realistically,
so I agree with you, by the way, that I think there's definitely going to be some shooting at the beginning of all this. So we're trying to get in at least two, like, absolutely fucking shit hot fucking shooters to be a part of the plan as well. Now, of course, I don't want any fucking, I don't want someone who's, their entire fucking,
personality. I'm with you completely.
Their ability to fucking pull a trigger, because that's like, no one needs that shit. They've got to be the same vibe as the rest of us, but also, just a little bit snacky. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, not
so,
fucking pros being flown in or some shit like that. Just some snacky little fighters. Oh my god.
Exactly.
There was there for you, was there?
Try a delicious slut burger.
So I got showed a spot very recently. It was by Hydra. We were doing a meth run, and we planned for, if it wasn't going wrong, we have a spot to pull out a shootout and almost hold out the police.
Right, mate. So where's this fortress?
Right in front of us. So, no clue who that bloke is on the left, by the way.
Yeah, I was wondering who the fuck that is. He's walking like he just, spent, anyway, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Either way, he's walking funny.
So, how we got up there, we parked a truck in that little, by the tree. Do you see the tree in the middle? We
Yeah,
parked the
that's it.
truck there. We jumped on top and we got on these rooftops. If you can see, there's a little bridge in the middle that takes you across all the way to it's a fortress, bro. If you have people inside, yeah, you can hold it out for a minute, you know. And why that's going on? We can hopefully like sneak someone out with the stuff we want to get away, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be the most important part of all of this is making sure that what is potentially an enormous payday gets out.
Because I'm
If no one
expecting a tire or two being gone within like when we leave. If shots are being fired, it's gonna be very much like that. So having them there, or that setup would probably be our best bet if we're planning to hold them out.
Yeah, what we could always do is when we've got everyone together, we'll be on the op. We run through that with them. So like, all we got to do then is make a very clear call down the radio that we're going to go to like Plan Castle, and everyone knows right. Go there, hold out time.
Do you want me? Should we get a truck and show you up properly so you can like get the full picture, or?
I mean, I think if we're going to do that, we may as well do it when we've got everyone's
yeah,
gonna be
you're
involved
right. You're
together,
right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so less. But yeah, that's definitely if we're gonna hold out and plan for a shootout, then that's probably the best spot we can have on our terms.
Nice one.
So fighting CG or whoever involved with Dual Dragons around Little Soul is a death sentence, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, you sure as shit they want to fight them on their own turf, mate, because no one knows their turf like they do, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And equally, I'll be honest with you, the real goal behind all this is that the people involved get away and the owner of the business has no clue who the fuck was responsible.
Yeah. So, remind me, bro, what were you planning on stealing?
So, I don't know how much of this was hyperbole and how much this was true, but by Mr. K's own estimation, there was anywhere between 2 to 9 mil in that building at any one time.
Okay. And that seems pretty reasonable.
It seems fucking insane to me, mate, but I mean, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's not all cash. A lot of that is going to be jewellery, obviously, because it is a jeweller's. But, once we got the jewellery, we can fucking fleece that fucking just about anywhere and get the cash back. And if, in many ways, it being jewellery, that'd be a benefit and a curse, obviously. If you're trying to sell a lot of jewellery and everyone knows the jeweller's just got robbed, fucking everyone's going to know where you got it from.
Yeah, that's something you would have to sit on for a minute.
Yeah, about to say, you could sit on it for like a few weeks, couldn't you? And then just start feeding it out into the world in dribs and drabs.
Yeah, you find people that are willing to sell it.
Yeah, or I make a phone call to a connection out in Antwerp, where I know a very, very lovely little jewellers, and see if we can't fly the whole lot of it out of state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could work too.
That's what we did after the fucking jewellers, mate. With the gem we got, Flint took it back to London.
Is it?
Right. Okay. Banging. Right. So I'm gonna continue planning this out. If you can think of 2 people who are reliably around who could fit the description for what we're looking for in terms of shooters, let me know. I'll continue to go through my Rolodeck as well, see what names pop up.
It's a hard one because obviously you want to be very careful to not have anyone linked to the umbrella.
Yeah, they kind of got to be within a very close knit circle of us. You know what I mean?
I'll probably lay off
if SK was around, I'd say we drag SK in.
Honestly, I can see what I can do. I think he's going to be around a little bit more. It'd definitely be around for something like this.
I mean, he knows about this. He was the one who suggested you be the driver.
Yeah.
So if he's around, mate, let him know that whenever you'll see him before I do. Let him know we had this conversation. Let him know that I mentioned he could be one of the shooters, and see what he thinks.
Okay. That's
If we can do this like my firm and your firm, I'd much rather do it that way than like you, me, some of my boys, some random fucking people. You know.
It keeps it a lot easier for loose ends to not be.
Yeah, a lot easier. Plus, of course, it means it's like a little British job, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Can't go wrong with that. Want me to take you anywhere? Where do you want to head?
Do you mind taking me back to my office, mate? I think that's where everyone's gathering together so we can start getting the day underway, you know?